the rocket, and they're going to try to fly closely to it, and so they will actually take manual control of the Orion spacecraft and try to get nice and close to the other portion of the rocket that it just separated. So you can see actually a little bit.
Wow, their camera is really bad in the cockpit. It's
his right hand
very
kind of a joystick, if you will, on the right side, and then on the left side there's something similar. And so they've got translational and rotational hand controllers in order to command the rocket in different axes.
Yeah. It's really exciting. I mean, Victor said it himself, like one thing that he's really looking forward to is piloting Orion manually. So we'll get to see that during
or if I could
our continuous coverage.
set it up, and this would be.
We started with tanking, and we will go all the way through splashdown, so you will see what Nicole was just talking about, that proximity demonstration, where the crew will pilot Orion.
Sure. Yeah.
And so, speaking of their 10-day mission, why don't we take a closer look at the crew's home away from home for the next 10 days? Here's Megan Carter again from the KC Visitor Complex.
All right, thanks, Megan. Yeah, it's getting real out there, so I'm going to bring you back.
Oh no, it's a
So
string.
I can show you just a few things
Oh wow.
about Orion. Obviously, it is going to be very compact, sitting up there on top of the SLS rocket. Very complex, as I mentioned, over 350,000 pieces. So let me show you a couple of key components, starting with these three fairing panels right there. When the rocket blasts off, obviously it is going to get very fast. It's going to get windy. And so we have these three fairing panels in place to help protect our astronauts. I'm also going to take you into a little bit closer look and talk about the LAS, or the Launch Abort System. This is the one piece that is going to be in place to protect the astronauts should something happen to go wrong in the first few minutes of launch. They can actually hit those abort motors, and these can activate within milliseconds, basically faster than you can even blink, and that is going to pull the crew and the crew capsule away from any danger. Now, obviously, we hope that those are not needed, and if that is the case, then about 3.5 minutes into flight, the LAS and the steering panels will actually activate and jettison away. They'll fall away from the rocket, because at that point, the crew can actually abort the spacecraft safely by themselves. Now, we've talked a lot about the crew capsule right here. This is where they are going to spend the
Got these for my golf cart.
We're going to talk a lot more about that one in just a little bit. But for now, let me jump down here to the service module. This is the one, we're going to think of this as the powerhouse for the spacecraft. It's pretty much going to provide them with almost everything that they need for the entire mission. Temperature control, releasing carbon dioxide, providing them with oxygen, so much more. You can also do course corrections and things like that. So, super quick breakdown, but as you can see, all of these components together are going to make the spacecraft one that is built not just to fly, but to protect, sustain, and bring those astronauts home. All right, lots more to come, but let's see where we are with the crew. Back over to you, Megan.
Hey, thanks so much, Megan. A lot of useful information there, and we did want to point out that you did hear over
and the PLT NTD on Ryan Earth 1 for contact.
NTD PLT, I have you loud and clear on OE1.
And I have you the same. Welcome aboard.
And so, again, we are now hearing mission audio loops, specifically the Orion to Earth 1 loop, the communication channel for the crew. Successful comm checks by both Victor and Christina.
ADR 020 and Earth 1.
CDR.
Yes, sir. Configure ARS to shoot mode per EPROC 10.1.1. Crew ingress and vehicle pre-launch config. Step 1.
10.1.1 crew ingress and vehicle pre-launch config. Step 1. Going in work now.
And so, see, now we are privy to some of the countdown procedures that the team is asking for the crew to do.
Yeah, so they're going to work through some of these procedures and finish the ingress portion, as you heard in that procedure. So this is where the crew is going to start building their nest, if you will, running some procedures, getting the capsule ready for humans to be on board.
And now look at the clock, 3 hours, 30 minutes and counting until the opening of our 2-hour launch window, and we are pretty pretty good on time. We are as we are expecting in terms of when ingress will be wrapping up soon. And so now let's bring Gary Jordan, again, our commentator inside of Mission Control at Houston. Gary, let's check in with you about mission preparations.
Look at that.
Hey, Megan, thank you. Yes, we're following along here in Mission Control Houston.
OTC copies.
And we'll stand by for those comm checks.
Okay. Bam, 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 bam. Hello. Hello.
And again, we're waiting for those comm checks. We did confirm from our IVA officer here in Mission Control Houston that all 4 suits have plugged in umbilicals.
And CDR, NTD.
Go ahead, NTD.
Yeah, Reed, we're ready to proceed with the voice checks if you and everyone else is.
NTD, Integrity Crew is ready for voice checks.
I copy that. And integrity for the entire crew,
They're up
comm check
here,
on Orion to
right
Earth
here.
1.
They're in
CDR.
here.
PLT.
MS1.
MS2.
Good comm check by all. NTD moving to Orion to Earth 2.
CDR. PLT.
MS1.
MS2.
Integrity Houston on Orion to Earth 1. Voice check for the entire crew.
CDR. PLT.
MS1.
MS2.
Houston has all 4 crew loud and clear on OE1. Stand by for 2.
Your initial word was broke.
MS1.
MS2.
Four crew loud and clear on OE2. We'll use 1 for the default. Houston out.
Oh.
And CDR, NTD?
CDR.
Yeah, we're going to go ahead and we're going to clear a couple of those messages on your screen here. Just want to give you a heads up that you'll see that.
Copy all.
CDR, OTC, Orion to Earth 1.
CDR.
Yes, sir. Perform crew suit leak checks per 10.1.1. Crew ingress and vehicle pre-launch config steps 2 through 4. Annunciation of LCC O-ARS-001 will occur.
10.1.1 crew ingress and vehicle pre-launch config steps 2 through 4. Going in work now.
They're up here.
This is Mission Control Houston. We are following along as the 4 crew members of Artemis 2 work through their voice checks and the umbilical connections and various pathways to get communications from all of the...
Refresh on your screen.
CDR.
Yes, sir, we're going to look to do a quick refresh on your screen if you guys are okay with that.
Hey, firm, just let us know when we can continue in 10.1.1. We'll go hands off.
.1.1 referring to the procedures that they have through the various phases of ingress and some of the checkouts needed to prepare for today's launch. Here in Mission Control Houston, the IVA or Intravehicular Activity Officer will be confirming the leak check status and watching as the suits pressurize to once again confirm that the suits are in a good configuration ahead of launch. Of course, for the teams here in Houston, launch is just the beginning. The first flight day is jam-packed with activities. Shortly after main engine cutoff, Integrity will enter into a coast phase while still attached to the interim cryogenic propulsion stage, or ICPS, and prepared to deploy the solar arrays. With power being generated, Integrity prepares...
Go ahead, Eddie.
With that refresh, and you got to go proceed with your 10.1.1.
Taking up 10.1.1, step 2.3 through 4.
Picking up the procedures, the crew again working through the various steps to prepare for launch, standing by for suit